Okay. Good evening, afternoon. It is day 62 of coding every day. Um, Again, have to talk quiet. Roommates are here now. Um, so, uh, um, what did we do yesterday? Did like three, no, two LeetCodes, and then, I think that was like it technically. I went over like the video that I'm working on, and then, I think I went over something else, but I forget. um, Made it further on the video. I'll show that, the progress on that. Also, um, something pretty cool. The person who made Manim, the three blue, one brown guy, who Grant Sanderson. Um, I reached out to him because in one of the videos of him demoing Manim, he had like a live view of what he was making, like instant. Like here. Let me show real quick. Um, we open up Visual Studio. So if I were to run this code, right? Yeah, if I run this code, it's gonna take a second. There we go. Well, that's the point, is that it takes, I don't know, yeah, 21 seconds to render that. Um, and so, I mean, if I can find his video, which was uh, 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 three blue, one brown, Manim demo. This one. He has, I think it's at like three, like here, right? He does this and he has like a keybind. The keybind runs something in this terminal and then it like prints it here. So it's like an instant thing. And so I reached out to him. One second. Okay, sorry, I want to make sure I wasn't leaking anything. Um, and so I reached out to him on his website, and he got back to me. I wanted to know like how he was doing that. And so I reached out and I asked him how, and he linked me a README to, I think it was like his official. So Manim has his version and then the community version. And so I've been on the community version. One second. Yeah, I've been on the community version. Um, so so like here's the Manim community, but I'm pretty. This is his, um this and then videos, um, which is just a branch, I'm guessing. Not a branch. Oh no, it's literally a separate. I see. Oh, this is the code used to generate all his videos. Okay, but then he talks about, uh, which I'm guessing this is the video I linked him. Yeah. Um, some function might differ aside from installing. Replicating the workflow involves some custom plugins with Sublime, the text editor. Um, so maybe we'll go through this because I do want that for the workflow, but I'll show where we're at currently with this. So this is the same thing. I replaced this example with a factorial code in mathematics, because I just like this example better. I think it's easier to understand, um, than side by side. And so then I have two examples of use cases. So yellow is like the target, and then it does the DFS where it goes down left, checks right, goes backtracks, goes down here, goes down left, backtracks and goes down here and finds the correct path. And then I have sorted array with a binary search. So actually, I need to highlight 6 as the target value. But then it finds the midpoint and it removes based off of if the target value is bigger or smaller based on the midpoint. So that's where we are right now. Still a lot to do on that. Um, I was also thinking about making a completely separate channel for these videos. Because the coding everyday stuff is just kind of like spam, right? It's more like a keep me in line to make sure that I'm, you know, always working on this until, I get to a point um, of employment, I guess. But this is more so something that would be not along those lines. This is more something that would actually, I guess, scratch that like creative itch. Um, so I might make a new channel and just put these videos on there. That way I can like keep them a little bit separate. I don't know why I did this. Uh, oh, I mean like one channel here, one channel here. That's why, whatever. But yeah, um, so I think we'll go through this Manim thing, see if we can set it up. Hopefully we can. Um, the only thing I was thinking maybe trying to see what code he uses to make that instant render happen and just fork the community repository and add it onto that forked repository. Now that's no easy task. That'll probably take quite a long time. So I might see if I can just get it running on his version, and then maybe I'll make like because documentation helps a lot. So I wonder if they have like documentation on Manim, uh, not community. Okay, let's look at this. Running Manim GL file name, scene name, SE line number will drop into an interactive mode. That I see. That's cool. Okay. It's still Terminus. This is a terminal run with Sublime. Uh, let's work with this first, I guess. So I don't actually have this right. I have like community. Please tell me these are like completely separate and not overlapping. Um, Manim GL version. Okay, good. I'm in the center of my screen, aren't I? Oopsie. Well, at least I caught that before, like last time where I had it there for half an hour. Oh yeah, I want to see if I got copy striked on my last video. I'm back, sorry. Um, it did not get copyright stricken, so I'm gonna put on that music again. Okay. Should probably that. Oh my god. Bro, I installed this new bulb and it's awful. I won't lie. Look at how orange it's gonna make me. It's like a sleep light. It actually just makes me orange. Honestly, deal with the dark. I like the dark. Okay. Just done? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so usually, like here, does this show its original function call? Yeah, it does Manim. So how does this work? I think I have Conda installed. Yeah. Conda activate Manim. Uh-oh. Okay, how about is this not just running Manim? It like is. So how does he get like it has to be the Sublime. I'm just reinstalling Manim right now. Whatever. I was on the wrong one. Okay. Uh Neovim, not what I wanted actually. CD, OneDrive, desktop, code, Manim. Actually, no. Manim YT. Um, what this is gonna give me? Well, what? File name is recursion.py. Line number. Okay. What if I do line number 1? I need ChatGPT. Let's try running NeoVim and doing it. Fuck. And doing it in here. Yeah. Damn right. Can in it. By the way, these things kind of gas. 5 calories. Sparkling water. How's that look on camera? Ow. Oh, you have like a little light thing. That's funny. Look how big this candle is. Crazy. Actually, maybe I can just sit by the candle. Right? I'm doing this. Oh, what did this say? Can I do this all in a container? Is there requirements.txt? Hmm. So doing this again, do we have, what about environment variables? One second. That's not there. I don't think I leaked anything bad. You can see my API key, but it doesn't show the whole thing, so you got like 80% of it if you want to try guessing the rest. Um, let's try reinstalling. Um, so I'm guessing there's a. What is my Python at? 3.9. There's got to be like a Python. Oh my God. Um. Uh. Let's do this one. What? Where's? It's definitely not these. I think it'd be this. Oh wait, do I have? Wait, I have Python 3.10. Python. Why do I have Python 9 version then? Wow. Okay, I don't. Let's check path again. I'm pausing. I don't even have 310 in here, do I? Hmm. I think what's happening is I have it installed, but my path. 1 second. Ugh, let's just reinstall it. After this, we'll do LeetCodes and then end. I want to see if I can get this working. I also had to drop $200 on books today. That was fun. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, 1 second. All right, let's try now. Okay, Python. Okay. Nice. There we go. Wait, access denied. Python 10 scripts. Consider user options. Check permissions. Um, let's just go with this. Oh, sorry, I need to CD into Manim. Okay. Um, okay. Um, Still nothing. Wow. Oh, I have to do a git clone. There we go. Please work. Oh, yeah. That's cool. We're just going through every single one. This is fun. Physics. Yep. What if there are hundreds of these? Oh, Nice. Tips using the keys D at first so you can enter to the scene. Oh my god. Oh wait, if I hold down if I hold down D, I can use move my mouse like this. What does Z do? I don't know what Z does, but D and F are wow. This is insane. This is something like kind of what I want to do for the flight simulation software. Really cool. Okay. So now what I can do is um I think anyways. No module named Manim. Um what do his files look like? This? Def construct self. Oh my god. Math text is not defined. Oh, we've been live. 50 minutes of configuring Python. Fun. Another way I'd rather spend a Thursday night. No font size argument in older Manim. I love this song. I already have everything. Code function in original. So I assume now if I do this and run it, at least the math will work, right? Text project is not good. So what? Okay. Nice. Hmm. Um. You know what? That could be an amazing open source contribution if I was able to take his um take the community version at its current fork and add in his whole play-by-play thing. That could be really cool. It's a lot of work though, but that'd be really cool. Where was I? Oh, it's right here. So this is CLI, so no code found. Wow. What the fuck? This thing, it didn't recognize code. No, it didn't recognize tab width. Language, code style. Um, I think that just means. Actually, I don't need this anymore, do I? Fact code, code fact code. Don't need this. Where's in zip? So code style. Can you do a font size? What is this? Not what I want. Um, Honestly, let's see how many things it just errors at. Uh, Line spacing. Let's try this. Show up. Nice. All right, I bet it's gonna break on whatever comes next because we have a lot coming up. It's gonna break instantly. Watch. After this goes up, break. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll move on. But okay, back to this. Okay. There are n kids with candies. You are given an integer array candies where each candy that I represents the number of candies the ith kid has. Wait, there are n kids with candy. You're given an integer array candies where each index represents the number of candies that each kid has. In an integer, extra candies, denoting the number of extra candies that you have. Turn a Boolean array if the result of length n, where result that I is true if, after giving the ith kid all the candy, they have the greatest number of candies among all the kids. Okay. I mean, there's a really easy brute force way of solving this. You just add the variable to this, and then you check to make sure it's greater than each individual index, or equal to or greater than. Then you just add, you append true or false to an array. Um, but there's definitely a more efficient way of doing this, right? There has to be. I bet an efficient solution is probably one where you like at two, at like five, that's your now max that you've reached. And so you set it equal to true. And you go to the next one and you set it equal to true. So like if you give like the first one, right? Plus three, which is five, and you just say true. And you go to three and you place is three is six. Let's just do the brute force way first, which is a double for loop, which is for each in candies. Well, it should be for extra kid, I guess. And then for each kid in candies. If extra kid, and then we'll have res. If extra kid plus extra candies is greater than sorry. Um, check is equal to this number. And then for each one of these, which is going to be each kid in candies from I'm trying to think if I can like not check the whole array again, right? Like here, right? I say if this plus this is like the check. So 5 is check. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good, right? And so I say append true. Then I go back through. Do I need to check 2 to 3? I know that none of these at their base state are bigger than this plus this if it's true. Yeah, no, I do need to check it. There's no way I can, because if this was 8, right, then like here this wouldn't satisfy because so I have to check it. So if check is greater than or equal to each kid, um, sorry, if this is ever less than, then res.append, is it just a string it wants? Else, not else, I want it to be at the end. So res.append true. Right, is that it? Oh, this also doesn't want a Wait, why would this ever be? How would this ever work? At 2, it should append. At 1, it should append. At 5, it should append. I'm guessing what's happening is it's breaking into this and then appending. That has to be what's happening. The only other thing I can think about doing then is saying false equals false. Or flag equals false. Wait. If flag equals false. Yeah. Why am I appending an extra one again? So here, plus 10 is 22. Oh, is it because I'm checking? Because I don't want to check myself, right? Yeah, I don't want to check myself. Right? Because it's checking this to this and appending true. And it's checking this. Oh no, it's just, what am I saying? Yeah, you want to check yourself. You're just saying, is this greater than this and this? Oh, I'm saying is this greater than this, and this? Well, yeah, it's always going to be greater than itself, so that's fine. I just want to check. Is this greater than this, and this? Nope. Is this greater than this, and this? Yeah. Why is it appending false again? What is the check? Why are we checking? Why are we checking one twice? What? Res.append false. Flag is equal to true. And then what? Just do I want to break? I don't think this does anything. Okay. I mean, yeah, if it ever hits false, we just don't want to keep, I guess, yeah, we just don't want to keep checking. My bad. My bad. So what's the simpler way of doing this? Jesus, fucking paragraph here. First, find the maximum number of candies among all children using the max function. This represents. Oh, so you just take. So I was kind of on the right path. You take whatever the highest thing is. And you just say, is this. Is the current one plus whatever bigger than the max? Or equal to it? If so, return true. Is that what it's saying? Before I look at the answer. Is that actually the syntax? Yeah. And then you just do what? For each in candies. If each plus extra candies is greater than max candy. Is it this? Let's just look. For each. So this, if this plus this is greater than just 12, or equal to. It's good. Is this plus this, which is 11, bigger than this? No. Let's find a better case. So max is 5. Is this plus this bigger or equal to this? Yep. Is this plus this bigger? Yep. So tough. Huh. Wow. High five. Yeah, I was thinking of comparing. I was doing like a rolling max, but yeah, that makes sense. You just have to find the max individual number, and that's it. I should have done that. Oh, actually, I don't have to get blinded because of my extension. Beautiful. Ah, let's do one more. So to but are these like wow, it's all easy and medium. Wow. You have a long flower bed in which some of the plots are planted and some are not. However, flowers cannot be planted in adjacent plots. Given an integer array flower bed containing 0 and 1s, where 0 means empty and 1 means not empty. Where's, oh yeah. In an integer n, return true if n new flowers can be planted in the flower bed without violating the no adjacent flowers rule. Adjacent just means next to each other, right? Okay. Well, that seems quite simple. You just loop through the array and you say if this current spot is not equal to 1 or the next or previous spot is not equal to 1, switch this element to 1 in the array and de-increment the count of n, right? And then go through it once. And at the end, if n is equal to 0, return true, otherwise false. That's all you have to do. I probably don't have to do, I can just directly handle with n, right? So I can do, well, actually, I kind of want to enumerate this. Maybe there's a way to get around this, but because, um, actually, if I only keep track of the one in front, right? And like here and here, and I know this is 0 and this is 0. Nah, I kind of want to check all sides. Here, let's do a little helper function. Which will take in the current index. That's all I need, right? Actually, I don't need this. I can just say for index in range of the length of our flower bed. Um, and actually, I can just call check placement on index. And at the end, I can say so if this comes back true, like we can place it, then n minus equals 1, else nothing happens. And then return n equals 0. That's it. And so then here we just have to say if the index is equal to 0, it means we're at the first one. So we're just going to check we're going to say, okay, if flower bed at index is equivalent to 1, right? Return false. Else if flower bed at index plus 1, also this has to be only do this if the length of flower bed is greater than 2, or just greater than 1, I think. Yeah. Also, if the flower bed at this index is equal to 1, return false. Okay, now the default of this is going to be return true. Now, at every other position except for if index is equal to the length of flower bed. Then same thing, except otherwise we can just say okay, if flower bed at the current at index minus 1 equals 1, return false. If flower bed at index equals 1, return false. And if flower bed index plus 1 is equivalent to 1, return false. Otherwise, flower bed at index equals 1, return true. I knew there'd be an index error. If we're at index 0, why would we ever hit this? What? I see now. No way this works. Oh. What? Why would this ever mess up? Okay, this is way too many if conditions. I'm restarting. This is disgusting. Actually, let me just see if I can salvage. Let me just see. Make sure it's printing out 1. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's never returning true. But like right here, when we go through, if index is equal to 0, if this if either of these print, I'll be fucking amazed. Okay, so they don't print. So it's not returning false on. It's returning. It's here, isn't it? It's here, 100%. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, wait. Let's also print. No, I don't want run. I know it passes run. 0. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's looking at this, I'm pretty sure. You know what I should do? If I should just do else, like if we're at the last one and neither of these hit, else do this. Right? It feels so repetitive, but it should fix it. What? How did it fail this again? Okay. If and index is not equal to 0. Jeez. -1. How do... Oh, because it's play. Okay. How about if n is less than or equal to 0? Oh my god. It's the most disgusting solution that's ever been used on this. Wow. Yeah, let's never have this see the light of day. I think I'd actually be burned at the stake if I did that during an interview. Okay. Let's think about this a little better. If we know if we're at, there's got to be like a really nice way to do this. What if we just placed what if it equals a 0, we just place a 1. Okay? Like as soon as we start, if we see a 0, we place a 1. Then at every 1, we set the previous value to 0. Okay? Just set it to a 0. And then we skip the next index if it's equal to a 1. Right? So we say index equals 0. we say while index is not equal to the length of flower bed minus 1. Okay, we say if flower bed at index is equal to 0, then flower bed at index is equal to 1. Else, if it's equal to 1, index plus equals 1. And then index plus equals 1. So if it's 0, place 1, go to the next one. Oh, also flower bed at index minus 1. This should be an if. This should be if index is not equal to 0. Flower bed index minus 1 equals 0. Okay. And then we just increase index plus 1. And then at the end, we do a flower bed dot sort. And we say actually maybe how do I need to keep track of how many ones are added. You know what I could do is I could have this be n minus equals 1. And then in this scenario, if index is not equal to 0, do this. And then also if flower bed at index minus 1 oh, I guess what I should do actually is this. So I should say if flower bed at this minus 1 is equivalent to 1, right? Then this and n plus equals 1. And so then at the end, I can just return if n equals 0. Okay, so we're taking this away every single time it equals 0. So like in this case, right, this is 1. So we say so we just say index plus equals 1. We just do nothing. Then we come to 0. And we say flower bed at this index is equal to 1. N minus 1. So we're at 0 now. Then we go to the next index. And we say, oh yeah, this is a bad approach. Because if I start at 1, and I go here, and I just place a 1, it's now not checking this. Oh, wait, but if we hit a 1, it should increment twice. Yeah. So we should be here, and we place a 1. Right? So n hasn't moved. N's still at 1. And we say, okay, is it 0? It is 0. So this is now equal to 1 and minus, right? And then we go to 0 again, right? We go to 0. And it sets this to a 1. And now this is at negative 1. Are we going to, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the length. So index 4, so 0. Maybe I take this away and it's good. Index out of range. Damn it. So what has to be happening is it gets to this 1, right? And it says if the index is not equal to 0, which is not. If this is equal to a 1, which it is, then this is now equal to a 0. Increment n. While index is less than or equal to. We good? Oh, almost. Let's look at this. So we skip here, we place 1 here, right? Wait, how would this fail? We place 1 here, right? And we go to the next one. And we say if it equals, okay, yeah, it equals. Wait, when I place a 1, why don't I just skip? Why don't I also increment index? I mean, I guess I could say if oh my god. If the flower bed at index, no, no, no. If index plus 1 is less than or equal to the length of flower bed, if the length is 5 and I'm on index 1, 2, 3, well, this would be 6. I'm on index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm checking index 5. if it's less than the length of the flower bed, right? If flower bed at index plus 1 is equivalent to 0, index plus equal 1. Damn it. Output is false. Why would this be going down that much? Oh, this is valid to say less than or equal to, by the way. Because we just want to make sure there is enough available slots so it can go into the negatives. Okay. You know what? You know what? Beats 96%. I'll take it. I'll take it. A lot cleaner than the last one, but still not that clean. I know you can get so much cleaner on this. How long have we been going? Almost 2 hours. Check 3 plots. For I in range of the length of the flower bed, left is equal to I. Left and I is equal to 0 or I hate when people do these like weird ass stuff that you just never implement. This is such a I don't know, it's just so stupid. Loop through each plot in the flower bed. Check if the current plot and its adjacent plots are empty. Wait, left is equal to oh, this is Boolean. Left is equal to I equals 0. So if the current index is 0, then we say true. Or if it's not equal to 0, then flower bed at I minus 1 is equal to 0. And if it's equal to 0, then it's true on the left. If I is equal to the length of flower bed minus 1, length of the flower bed minus 1. So if we're at the last index, or flower bed, I don't understand length minus 1. If we have a length of 5, and so it's indexed 1, 0 through 4, it would be on the 4th index. Wouldn't this be if I is equal to the length of flower bed minus 2? I'm confused. Would this not be a minus 2 right here? I wonder if he messed up. And then if this and this equals this, then wow, he didn't. What am I messing up on here then? Why is it minus 1? Am I crazy? If I is equal to so say we're at index like 3. right? Wait, this is an or. So is this if the current index is equal to itself? Or no, if I is at the last index. Okay, this has to be if I is equal, if we're at the last index, or, oh my, all this is saying is, oh my God, I need that N, bro. All this is saying is if we're at the last index, we don't have to check the right. Or if we're not at the last index, I plus 1, if that's equal to 0. It's just checking the right side of where we're at or the left side of where we're at. And then if both left and right are true. Okay. I'm going to code this by myself because this is really easy to implement and really smart. I'm already blanking on the exact code, but it was a for I in range of, so for I in range of the length of flower bed. Okay. And what we want to say is we want to say if, or no, left is equal to the Boolean output of if we're at that first index, right? If I is equivalent to 0, right? Or if we're at a random index, if flower bed at I minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. And then the right is equal to if I is equal to that last index. So the length of flower bed minus 1. If we're at the last index, or if flower bed at I plus 1 is equal to 0, right? So if both of these are true, so if the left is 0 and the right is 0, and the current index, so flower bed at I, right? If all of these conditions hit, if this is true, and sorry, and flower bed at I is equal to 0, then we can say that flower bed at I is set to 1, and we can de-increment n. And then we can return if n is less than or equal to 0, right? Beautiful. Why is this beats only 20% though? Is that not weird? I mean, I like this solution a lot better, but this beats 20%. And this beats, oh, I must have had a really lucky run on that last one. Yeah, I like this one a lot better. Wow, it really is just random every time you run this. It like depends on like weird stuff. Okay, I'll submit this and then that's gonna be it. Seven solved. Beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. Here, I'll turn the light on for the outro. Um, good video for the day. Got some good LeetCode done. I'm gonna work with that Manim stuff a little more tonight probably. Um, maybe not tonight. Maybe I don't know. Um, I don't know about recording in the mornings because people are asleep. So we'll have to see. Um, anyways, I'm gonna work on that video, I think. And try to use the new Manim, or I mean the old, not updated Manim, um, and just see where that gets me. So yeah, gonna start working on schoolwork during these, and I need to apply to more internships. I've kind of been slacking the last few days just because it's been a drought, but that should be a reason I apply more. So I'm gonna put more apps in, and then I have my interview at 1:30 tomorrow. So I don't think I'll record till after that. I'm gonna prep for that and look into some of the technology they listed. Um, so yeah. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.